The Digital Divide is a compilation of essays written by various authors, experts, that explore the benefits and pitfalls of the increased use of technology in our culture. The Digital Divide has essays for and against such topics as Facebook and other social websites, Google, texting, video games, virtual identities, and a plethora of discussions devoted to the use of the Internet. The essay uses the author's opinion and some research to argue their position, but also includes examples or anecdotes of familiar situations that help the reader understand their view. This book provides the reader with lots of information in the debate over whether technology helps or hurts our society. The book is divided into 3 sections of subjects, including the brain, the senses, social life, personal life, school, and the fate of the culture. The book's organization focuses on first how we think and how our brains change using the internet and technology. Mark Prinsky opens by explaining how kids are known as digital natives because they have always been around technology. The rest of us digital immigrants must learn to live in their world and let go of traditional teaching methods, since the modern learner is different and requires new integration of education with technology. In the second essay, Prinsky discusses how research has shown that the human brain actually changes with new input from visual stimulation. Marian Wolf points out the disadvantages of technology on young brains by suggesting that kids are now reading less and developing habits of relying on the computer for information. She suggests that children need time to develop an expert reading brain before the digital mode dominates their reading. This essay gives the educator a dilemma to ponder regarding computers and student use. The second section of the Digital Divide discusses the social impact of media in our culture. Personalities are enhanced with virtual identities and online communities, and users find unlimited ways to connect to one another all over the world. With so many people having access to the internet, users are now creating content they want to see and use, which changes the way they interact, learn, shop, collaborate, and work. Relationships blossom from participants in online discussion groups where people connect even though they live apart. The internet allows users to be seen as they want to be seen by choosing what digital artifacts they use to represent themselves, and creates a quick overview of their persona. Christine Rosen points out problems with social networking because it devalues relationships and takes real intimacy and vulnerability out of the love or friendship equation, but questions if this will last in our society. John Palfrey notes how the internet has created activists and social concerns across the world through communication and media. The internet provides an outlet for people with first-hand accounts to show social injustice and government misuse of power. Palfrey states that these activists post pictures on the web, critique the government, organize their opposition over cell phones and an email, in the process connecting people who never before would have found one another, and orchestrating meetings and rallies in far more efficient ways than they could have done without technology. The last section is devoted to what happens to our culture as a result of technology being embedded in our lives. First, Todd Gitlin writes about the benefits of nomadicity in today's society and having the freedom to transport themselves to places through the use of technology. Waiting for a bus? No problem, just turn on your music player and you are instantly entertained. Need to work from a subway car? Just use your mobile phone to conduct business. Tim O'Reilly discusses the changes in Web 2.0 with the addition of many sites using new design patterns and business models to reach consumers. Andrew Keene purports the dangers of democratized web content through an overabundance of authors expressing their opinions to no audience. He cites the media revolution as the reason for this decline in media culture's superiority. The media heavyweights are being destroyed by digital technologies such as shared music on an iPod, digital piracy, TiVo, and news sites instead of newspapers. This argument for the protection of rewarding talent with copyrights and money does not make one feel sorry for the elite business industry losing money because someone figured out how to get content for free. Wikipedia's relevance is touted through the background of its founder, Jimmy Wales, and stories related to the controversial site. Maggie Jackson reports examples of digital media creating multitasking monsters out of our society. Watching television, taking cell phone calls while driving, and using a computer makes users inattentive to what is going on around them. The quality of understanding while focusing on one task is lost when a person multitasks and suggests that eventually people will realize the costs of multitasking outweigh the benefits. Overall, The Digital Divide is a thought-provoking and informative book that presents arguments for and against the increasing use of technology in our culture. The reader can decide what opinions they agree with. I enjoyed this book and give it 5 out of 5 stars because of its relevance to social media and the long-term implications of a society inundated with technology. My advice: everything in moderation.